Welcome to Meridian Safety Consulting. Today we will talk about SWP, Safe Work Procedure. What is it, why it matters, and how to write one properly for your Singapore workplace? Let's get started. A safe work procedure is a written document that describes the hazards involved in a specific task and the safety precautions workers must follow to perform that task safely. It tells workers what hazards exist and how to work safely. A SWP is important for 6 key reasons. It protects workers from accidents. It ensures every worker performs the task the same safe way. It supports training for new workers. It demonstrates compliance to MOM inspectors. It helps incident investigation. And it reduces costs from accidents. Yes, SWP is a legal requirement in Singapore. Under the WSH Risk Management Regulations Section 4.2, employers must implement control measures which include safe work procedures. Records must be maintained and communicated to all workers. Risk assessment and SWP are 2 different documents that complement each other. The RA identifies the hazards and risk level done before work starts. The SWP describes the precautions workers must follow during the task. RA tells you the risks. SWP tells you the precautions. A SWP must include 8 key elements. Work activity title, scope and purpose, personnel involved, PPE required. Safe work instructions including hazards and precautions. Hazards and control measures, emergency procedures. And review and approval details with records kept under WSH Risk Management Regulations. There are 6 steps to write a SWP. 1. Select the specific task. 2. Observe the task on the ground. 3. Identify the work stages and hazards at each stage. 4. Identify what could go wrong at each stage. 5. Add control measures based on hierarchy of controls. 6. Get approval and brief all workers. Writing a good SWP requires input from everyone. The employer approves and endorses it. The WSH officer advises on hazards and ensures WSH requirements are met. The supervisor identifies task hazards and verifies steps are practical. Workers share real hazards and sign the acknowledgement. Let us walk through a simplified SWP example for working at heights. Before starting, inspect the scaffold for collapse hazards. Wear your fall arrest system for fall from height. Maintain 3-point contact when climbing to prevent slips. Use tool lanyards and toe boards for falling objects. Remove all tools after work. Here is a second example for handling hazardous chemicals. Step 1. Read the safety data sheet before touching any chemical. Step 2. Ensure ventilation and place spill kit nearby. Step 3. Use correct containers and never pour near flames. Step 4. Store in approved cabinets. Step 5. Dispose according to any regulations. A SWP is useless if workers do not know about it. Conduct a toolbox talk before work starts. Get all workers to sign the acknowledgement form. Post the SWP at the worksite. Include it in training for new workers. Translate it if needed. And rebrief workers whenever the SWP is updated. A SWP is a living document. Review it immediately after any accident or near miss. When equipment or machinery changes, when the work process changes. At least once a year for periodic review, when WSH risk management regulations change. And whenever workers raise safety concerns. Avoid these common mistakes. Do not write SWP without observing the actual task. Do not make it too vague. Each work stage must be specific and clear. Always involve workers. Never copy-paste from another company. Always communicate to all workers, and never file it away without reviewing it regularly. Key tips for a good SWP: use simple, clear language workers can understand. Include photos or diagrams where possible. Tailor it to the specific task and worksite. Involve workers throughout. Do not write it from the office without site observation. Do not skip the PP section, and always include emergency procedures. Many people confuse SWP with method statement. A SWP focuses on hazards and safety precautions for routine tasks required under WSH risk management regulations. A method statement focuses on the step-by-step sequence of how the job is executed, more common in construction projects. Both documents complement each other. Once your SWP is approved, it must be accessible to all workers. Print and laminate it and post it at the work area. Save a digital copy on a tablet or phone for outdoor work sites. Keep all SWPs in a site safety file. MOM inspectors may request this during inspections. Also upload to your company's safety system. The following is a matter of public record published by MOM Singapore, shared here for educational purposes only. Workers were performing a lifting operation on site. No SWP was in place. The load was not properly secured, swung and struck a worker nearby. The worker suffered fatal head injuries and died on site. Root cause: no SWP was documented or communicated to workers. The company was prosecuted under the WSH Act and the director faced personal liability. A written SWP and proper briefing could have prevented this tragedy. Key lesson: a documented and communicated SWP could have saved this worker's life. Before submitting your SWP for approval, use this checklist. Content, work activity title, scope, personnel, and PP are all stated. Steps, hazards, and control measures are identified at each stage. Communication approved, briefed, and signed by all workers. Review date, next review, and old versions archived. Let us test your knowledge. Question 1. What does SWP stand for? Question 2. Name 3 things that must be in a SWP. Question 3. When must you review your SWP? Question 4. What is the difference between a SWP and a method statement? Drop your answers in the comments below. That is all for today. A good safe work procedure keeps workers safe every day. Document safety. Brief your workers. Follow the precautions. Protect your team. Please like, subscribe, and share with your colleagues. Drop your quiz answers in the comments. Thank you for watching Meridian Safety Consulting. Stay safe, everyone.